Hi, so my name is David Young, and here's my video journal for the play we just read. So as I read plays, I always try to get a mental image of a mind of what's going on throughout the plot and try to get an idea of how it would feel to be in this situation. As I was reading through this, I really just a couple of things just really stuck out, just all of the inclusions of the animals and how Agave was able to behead her own son. Like, how can you let that happen? So, um, there were three prominent themes, in my opinion, that I really enjoyed in this play, and one was the madness, and the madness for me was really important because Dionysus had such a great effect on people that he was able to just drive them so insane that they would just be able to act out in such wild ways. Another theme that I thought about was the dual nature with the god. So that I thought about this was because Dionysus is really like a double-sided god. While he was a god of life, he was also a god of death. So it was really interesting to see both sides of the picture and be able to identify them as well. Transformation was my third theme. Transformation was a really prominent theme for me in this play. It was because there were many different forms of the transformation that were occurring. You had some occurring by personal free will, and the other ones just occurring by disguise and how they evolved. Now, the man needs were depicted in the play for me as basically the female followers who were absolutely crazy, and they were experiencing this frenzy state of mind where they were just basically dancing, very intoxicated, sometimes breastfeeding, and it was just really strange. But at the same time, I thought there was a real true consistency to my understanding of the Mennonites. And as I was thinking about the role or the status of women in the Greek society, I really thought that this really made that disregard of how women were really treated. They were just treated as these maniacs that just didn't have any place to be, and didn't really have a feel or didn't have an importance. The fourth thing that I want to talk about in this video was why was Elvis included on the cover? And I really felt that Elvis was a modern day representation of Dionysus for three small reasons. One, he was able to just make women do basically anything for him. Another one was basically that he just supported the fame and how big of an idol that Elvis was in the same way as Dionysus was. And he really was just the actual representation of real life, what Dionysus would have been back then, what Elvis is right now, or was right before. Um, and then to close my video, I have two questions to propose for another student. What would the plot of the play be like, and how would it change if the protagonist of the story was no longer Dionysus? What would it be like if it was Agave or Carmos? And my second question is, in the whole grand scheme of things, what do the two messenger speeches contribute to the overall plot of the story? I hope you enjoyed this play as much as I did, and I can't wait for the next one. Thank you.